Morning, it's Nancy today. We're on our way to church. I was going to give you a little drive-by shooting of the stream, but it didn't turn on quite quickly enough. So if I can show you this part. See, it's getting up there. I don't suppose the camera focuses so slowly, so quickly. It takes 4 seconds to focus, I think, 5 seconds. I have to remember when I show something that I have to hold it at something for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it'll show it. Anything less than that, you just kind of get a little blurry image and I'm gone. Moved on, something new. I have a way of that, I think. Last night there was an incident. We were having dinner, a lot of people. And when I was done eating, and I'd sat around for a few minutes after I was done, and I didn't feel like sitting around and having small talk anymore, and I just said, okay, well, I'll see you later, and I got up and left. And I didn't really think about it at all. I went to the car, I found a book that was interesting. I love Writing Down the Bones. Have you ever read that book? Oh, it's awesome. I had one, and I was in an airport, and I didn't have it with me, and it was a long time until the next flight. So I bought another one, and I sat and read it. It's a good book, Writing Down the Bones. So there I was, sitting in my car reading Writing Down the Bones. Happy as a lark, and then I decided, well, maybe I should move the car next to the restaurant doorway so that when Willem came out, I could scoop him up since he's on crutches these days. Poor fellow. My sweetheart. It's really different having him on crutches. That means that I have to pump gas. I haven't pumped gas in a long time. He pumps the gas. It also means nobody goes and gets me anything. And I never bring things in from the car. Willem always brings things in from the car. I come back from the store, I announce to the household, okay, somebody unload the car, and magically the car gets unloaded. Well, this time the ice cream stayed out there for 2 days. Luckily it's cold outside, so it wasn't completely liquid. I remember going somewhere with this topic. Ah yes, leaving abruptly. Well, after I was gone, there was a little conversation. Was something wrong? Why did she leave? And my dear friend Sue said, no, she was just done. On to the next thing. And I didn't realize that about myself. My friends know that about me. My daughter has often commented that when I'm on the phone to her, I'll suddenly say, well, I gotta go. And she probably feels personally offended about that, but because I just drop the conversation when I'm not interested. But I do that. I guess that's my ADHD. The inability to pay attention to something after my mind has moved on. Even though I think that I'm all cured because of my wonderful Celexa happy pills. They're good. So I guess I'm not. There was another thing that happened the other day that brought that to mind, that showed me that, well, I know that in church, when it starts getting kind of, when someone asks a question, like for instance Sunday school, when someone asks a question and then it's left for a moment while somebody thinks of an answer, my mind goes. I'm gone. I already know the answer, and it's not polite to always answer every question in every meeting. So, I don't answer the questions, and so I'm gone. And by the time somebody answers the question, I'm like, I haven't left the room, but eventually I do leave the room because, I don't know. It's not that I'm offended that it's slow or that it's a bad class. It's just that my mind has gone on and I just follow my mind. I guess that's an ADHD thing, or maybe even an ADD thing. I did notice the other day, I was with my boys, and Willem doesn't talk a lot. So when I'm with Willem, I don't have to pay attention to him a lot. Maybe we look at each other, we say things to each other, but he doesn't wax, what would be the word? Wax verbose? No, wax poetic? Anyway, he doesn't start talking and then
start waxing.
He doesn't start waxing.
We had a wax through the car wash yesterday.
Ooh, that was cool. I didn't even get to look at our car. Anyway, that's not the point. Okay, so we're this far from home, so it's about 7 minutes. So I don't have to turn the camera around because I know how long I've been talking. But when Willem is talking to me at home, I don't have to pay attention very much. I mean, I can be looking at something else or reading, and I can still get what he's saying, and it's okay. And he's not waiting for me to hang on every word or something. But when I'm with my boys, that's different. When I'm with my boys, when they speak to me, I'm supposed to look at them and listen to them. And it's really hard. I didn't realize how hard it was to sit and listen to somebody talking to me and to keep my mind on it. You know, times will happen when somebody's talking and all of a sudden I've missed the last few sentences they've said, and then I have to make some kind of, nod knowingly. What a liar. I haven't been there. But you can't just say, I'm sorry, I drifted off. Or, it sounds kind of rude. But I realized how difficult it is for me to pay attention to something after my mind has lost interest. I shouldn't say lost interest, because I am still interested. It's just taking too long, I think. I think that there's people that talk really fast. And it's easy to pay attention to them because they're talking about as fast as my mind is going, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say my mind is going fast, but as if that's a good thing or that's a better thing or something. But I can pay attention to them because they keep up with my moving thoughts. But when people are talking really slowly, like I have this wonderful friend in Texas, and when we were driving along and she spoke with her Texas accent, and she was going really slowly. And it was awfully difficult for me. I mean, I was asleep by the time the next sentence came out. Not really. Well, I was definitely gone, mentally. Well, that's just a little bit of thoughts on the way my mind works. I suppose a lot of you have that same situation. The computer is really good because you can stay focused. I don't know, somehow the computer keeps you focused, whereas words don't. I don't know, visual versus auditory, different part of the brain that's I think I might be running out of time, so goodbye.